What up, Bugles? I want to welcome you to this video. Today we have another Spider-Man book, and the series it covers hold a special place in the hearts of the fans. I'm talking about Web of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1. Cover price is 125 USD and it contains 1128 pages. With Web of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, we get a comprehensive collection of some of the most significant stories of that time, spanning first 36 issues of Web of Spider-Man series, alongside with the free annual issues, and few issues from the Amazing Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man series. Marvel Comics released this omnibus with 3 different covers. I own one of the direct market covers and went for what I consider the most iconic variant, Spidey rising from the grave. The legendary moment from Kraven's last hunt by ZECK was an absolutely no-brainer for me. By the way, the guys handling orders mentioned that this is also the best-selling cover of the omnibus. The second option is the standard cover by Charles West, which depicts Spidey hanging upside down between New York skyscrapers. Lastly, we have another direct market cover, this time illustrated by Greg LaRocque, featuring the Wallcrawler in his black suit against the white background, with many familiar faces from Peter Parker's supporting cast behind him. I won't lie, while all the covers are fantastic, for me, the clear winner is the truly iconic Mike Zeck cover. Since Web of Spider-Man is a series from the late 80s, Marvel Comics decided to stick with a classic design for this omnibus. That means the back cover featured miniatures image of the issues included in the book, a short summary of the stories underneath it, and at the very bottom, a text listing of the book's content, along with the names of the creators who work on each issues. The spine follows the standard Marvel Omnibus layout with the Marvel Omnibus logo at the top, the book's title and creator's name in the middle, and a small illustration of Spider-Man and his black suit at the bottom. Nothing out of the ordinary here. The boards are split with a spine design identical to the dust jacket spine, with the only difference being a small illustration at the bottom. The front cover of the boards is also the same as the one on my dust jacket, except with a different color palette. But since it's an absolutely badass image, I don't mind the repetition at all. The back cover of the boards features an illustration of Spidey and Wolverine facing off against a lineup of villains, all in that amazing 80s style I love so much. Opening the book, we are greeted by a vibrant title page featuring an action-packed illustration of Spider-Man. Next is the credit page, listing all the talented creators who work on these stories, and there are a lot of them. After that, we get a table of contents, and as a standard for classic Marvel omnibuses, it includes page numbers for each chapter. Yay! And then we dive right into the stories themselves. Spider-Man has had countless series over the years, but Web of Spider-Man is truly a special one. Initially launched in 1985 as a replacement for Marvel Team Up, since Marvel saw an opportunity to create a new Spider-Man title that would serve as another mainstay alongside Amazing Spider-Man and Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. While Spider-Man was intended to be a fresh start, featuring stories that could stand on their own while still tying into the larger Spider universe. The first issue of Web of Spider-Man was particularly notable because it replaced The Amazing Spider-Man as the primary series to explore Peter Parker's struggles with the alien symbiote costume. The issue, written by Louis Simonson and drawn by Greg LaRocque, features Spider-Man finally shedding the black symbiote suit, which soon finds its way to Eddie Brock, paving the way for the birth of Venom. This alone makes Web of Spider-Man issue number 1 a landmark issue in Spidey's history. This issue sees Peter struggling as the symbiote tries to permanently bond with him. We also have chance to see inspiration behind famous char scene from finale of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 movie. But Web of Spider-Man was much more than just the symbiote saga. It introduced new villains, expanded Peter's supporting cast, and explore different aspects of his personal life, giving readers a well-rounded look at the man behind the mask. Throughout its early run, Web of Spider-Man featured a rotating team of writers and artists, including Louis Simonson, David Michelin, Peter David, Gary Conway, and J.M. DeMatteis on the writing side, with artists such as Greg LaRocque, Alex Savios, and Mike ZECK contributing their talents to the visuals. The artwork in Web of Spider-Man is classic 1980s Marvel, featuring bold lines, dynamic action sequences, and expressive character work. Just everything I love so much. The visual storytelling is strong, with a focus on Spidey's agility and movement, making every fight scene feel kinetic and impactful. Whether it's the dark and moody tones of Kraven's Last Hunt or the colorful vibrancy of standalone adventures, this omnibus captures the full spectrum of Spider-Man storytelling from that era. While Web of Spider-Man may not be as well known as Amazing Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man series, it played a crucial role in Spidey's history. It helped bridge the gap between different storylines, introduced new characters, and experimented with different styles of storytelling. Some of the most significant Spidey stories of the 80s either started here or were heavily influenced by what happened in these pages. I talk about, for example, legendary story Kraven's Last Hunt, and I need to say I'm really happy it is included here. I don't own that classic OAC of the storyline, so now, thanks to this book, I finally have the story in oversized format. Kraven's Last Hunt spans across all three Spidey titles: Amazing Spider-Man, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, and of course, Web of Spider-Man. Written by J.M. DeMatteis and drawn by Mike ZECK, this dark and psychological story sees Kraven the Hunter finally defeating Spider-Man, burying him alive, and taking his place as the Wallcrawler. This remains one of the most critically acclaimed Spider-Man stories of all time. I also need to mention Life in the Dog World, lesser known but fantastic storyline written by Ann Nocenti. By the way, her title run got the first omnibus recently, and illustrated by Cindy Martin. This psychological thriller takes Peter Parker out of his usual crime-fighting setting and places him in the eerie mental institution filled with corruption, abuse, and dark secrets. Unlike traditional Spidey stories filled with supervillains and citywide battles, Life in the Mad Dog World is a deeply unsettling psychological drama. It explores themes of institutional corruption, power abuse, and mental health struggles, making it one of the more unique and underrated Spider-Man tales. With its moody atmosphere and unsettling settings, this arc stands out as a hidden gem from the late 80s era of Spider-Man comics. When it comes to extras, if we include the third annual issue, which doesn't contain a traditional story, but instead features various character spotlights and exclusive insights into the world of Spider-Man, we're looking at roughly 80 pages of bonus material, an impressive amount. Beside the annual issue, we also get period articles about the launch of Web of Spider-Man, a collection of pin-ups, covers, sketches, and character designs. It is a truly substantial bonus section, and I'm sure collectors who appreciate the extras will find themselves spending a good amount of time going through these pages. And that's all. There is no doubt the Web of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1 is just must-have for every Spidey fan. It is packed with incredible stories, memorable artwork, and some of the most pivotal moments of Spider-Man's history. If Web of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1 catch your attention, you can order your own copy in our eShop, comicsbugle.com, your friendly neighborhood comic book shop in Europe. Accept of great catalog of collected, deluxe, and absolute editions, epic collections, and omnibuses, we guarantee you eco-friendly Hulkproof packaging, free shipping in whole EU, an option to pre-order your comic book now and pay for it later. You can also split full price to 4 separate payments because we know how expensive these books can be. So check it out, comicsbugle.com. You can find direct links below this video. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button so we don't miss out any further videos. In our comment section, let us know what other books or topics would you like to see in our videos. And see ya, Bugles!